everyone. This is Michelle Grimolia, the President and CEO here at Woodland Pond, and today is Tuesday, September 13th, 2022, and this is my weekly address for Tuesday. So I have a number of things I want to talk to you about today, a lot of really good stuff, but the first thing I'd like to mention is that at today at 1 p.m., so in roughly 1 hour, we are going to be welcoming Dr. Joshua Kaye, Kaye, to the PAC. And this is a presentation that's available to all residents. So wherever you reside here at the community, you're welcome to come and see Dr. Kaye, meet him, and understand what he will be potentially able to provide to residents here on campus. Dr. Kaye is a physiatrist, which is also known as a doctor of physical physical medicine and rehabilitation. So this is someone that works with our director of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, but from an MD perspective. So it's a higher level intervention. It's a higher level aspect of your care provision related to physical medicine. So this is someone that if you're experiencing pain, stiffness, range of motion issues, balance, strength, and you've thought about potentially going to physical therapy, or even if you are currently utilizing physical or occupational therapy with us, that Dr. Kaye can sort of kick that up a notch. And this is a service that's covered by Medicare and your secondary insurance. So certainly if you're interested in learning more about what Dr. Kaye could do for you, he will be actually having office hours here on campus on Friday mornings, starting this Friday. And he is taking referrals. You don't need a referral from your PCP. You can just contact his office and make an appointment, and you can start to see him right away. And he's actually going to be working hand in hand with our rehab team members to provide you the service that he's recommending. So this is really an awesome opportunity. I hope you can all come and meet Dr. Kaye today at 1 o'clock and get to know him and see what kinds of things he can help you with. So that's today at 1. Let's see. The next thing, another calendar highlight for this week. Last night, I understand that the Courtyard music event was fantastic. So I hope everyone enjoyed that. We have music in the Courtyard this Friday at 4 p.m. And I anticipate it will be another great event. So I believe it's jazz. I can double check that. Let's see. Yep, it's the Beacon Jazz Lab. We'll be here this Friday at 4 p.m. in the Courtyard. All residents are welcome to attend that as well. And I think it'll be a great, part 2 to what happened last evening. So please do plan on enjoying that on Friday at 4 p.m. in the Courtyard. I'd like to say congratulations to Cameron Ilgner. So many of you know Cameron, also colloquially known as Cam around here. She has accepted a position directly reporting to me now that she has completed both her administrator in training program for the health center and has completed her responsibilities for covering Sarah's maternity leave. Of course, we want to keep Cameron here at the community. She's a big part of our Woodland Pond family. So she's actually going to be working in a role to help my executive team and myself and our board of directors accomplish all of our strategic projects. So many of you are aware that we do have a strategic plan here at the community. That, along with all of our bylaws, minutes for the board meetings and so forth, can all be found in the library. But we do have a 1, 3, and 5-year strategic plan here for the community. It's something that's really necessary to make sure that we have long-term vision as well as short-term focus. And many of these projects span different departments. And Cameron's going to help us to make sure that all of those projects and initiatives are continuing to move forward. And her experience here over the last year has really, given her great inroads into working interdepartmentally. Cameron works with the board a great deal. So this is going to be a great opportunity for Cam. And I hope that you all welcome and congratulate Cameron in that role. So she'll be doing all kinds of projects for us and helping us make sure that we're being true to our strategic plan. So congratulations to Cameron on that. Okay, if you haven't heard yet, we have placed an order for new fitness equipment for the fitness center in independent living, not all of it, but the items that needed replacing or updating. We also have contracted with the HUR, H-U-R, organization, which manufactured our pneumatic strength devices in the fitness center. They're actually sending a technician to help us maintain the existing equipment, do any repairs that are necessary. So you're going to see some upgrades happening in the fitness center. So that's exciting. That'll probably be over the next 6 weeks or so. And Jason and Cameron are kind of spearheading that. And also on that note, if you haven't already signed up for a one-on-one training session, either on how to use the equipment or some ideas on, physical exercises that are individual to you, you can do that with Grace. Grace is our fitness coordinator. So she's branching out from doing class and group work to doing one-on-one sessions for a very nominal fee. Grace is enthusiastic. She's fantastic. She really wants to get to know, to understand the things that you are challenged with. I actually heard last week that she's going to be developing a program of stretches for our pickleball players so that you can loosen up before you play pickleball. So again, if you haven't signed up for one-on-one training with Grace and you're interested in doing more physically in our fitness center here in Independent Living, certainly you can sign up with Concierge. Okay, so silver carts, and this is really specific to Independent Living, but we seem to have a cart bandit, and I don't think it's just one. I think it's probably many people, but I can't tell you how much time of mine, Jason's, Concierge, Ruth at the hostess station is consumed by residents calling to complain that there are no carts. So this is entirely an issue that we need the residents to help us fix. When you borrow a cart from Woodland Pond, please bring it back right away. We have to have you bring it back right away. People need these things all day long. We have plenty of carts. The issue is not the quantity of carts. It's that they go somewhere out into the ethos and they never come back. If we don't start to see improvement in terms of the carts being returned, we may have no choice but to eliminate our cart service and require that residents, utilize their own carts, which a lot of you do. They're very inexpensive. They're very handy. Certainly that's something I would recommend for anybody anyway, but it's actually causing a great deal of consternation among residents, and we've been dealing with this for a very long time. So we're going to ask you to really focus on bringing those carts back right away. If for some reason you bring up the cart to your home and you just can't get it back, please call Concierge and one of us will come pick it up from you. That is how much these turn over and how much the residents need them. So please, if you borrow a silver cart, please bring it back right away. Okay, some exciting dining things. So on 9/24, which is a couple of days, I guess a week and a half from now, we are starting a new 5-week cycle menu. So this is going to focus on a lot of fall favorites, some comfort foods, a lot of the things that you've been asking us for, spaghetti and meatballs more, meatloaf, those kinds of things. So look forward to a new cycle menu starting on September 24th, and that's campus-wide. This Thursday, you are going to see in Independent Living first, and then probably next week in Assisted Living, a new machine. This is called the Happy or Not machine, okay? So what this is it's a stand-up podium. I think it's white. It's about the size of a sign stand, and it's going to be for Independent Living. It's going to be located right next to the hostess station. Assisted Living, we have to find a place to put it when the Assisted Living one is delivered by Sodexo. But what this is this is a real-time device to allow us to get your feedback about your meal at that time. So it's a large screen, and you literally have a green light for I liked my meal, a red light for I didn't like my meal, and then some things in between. So it's either happy or not, using the same kind of organization as like a stoplight. So green means good, red means not so good, right? In addition to being able to just say yes or no, or maybe something in between, you also have the opportunity to put in free-form comments to answer questions. So it's going to ask you something like, what in particular did you like, or what didn't you like? I don't know. That's not the exact question, but it will ask you questions. There's a little keyboard there, and you can type your answer, or you can skip typing the answer. You can just say happy or not. And this is going to give us real-time information about your experience in the dining room that we can cultivate and manage through and keep on record. It's really fantastic. This is a great technology that I've known has been out there with Sodexo for some time. You know, Amy's been instrumental in getting it into our hands. We will make sure that we've got staff there to help you, show you how to use it. But I really hope that you do, because getting your responses, particularly in real time, is so important to our being able to provide to you the meals that we really want you to have. Again, we'll be having the machine come, a second machine will be delivered to assisted living in the coming weeks. So you'll also have the opportunity to let us know if you were happy or not with this meal. And I think it's great. So we'll get everyone comfortable with that, and we'll be working on that. The next thing I wanted to mention related to dining is just a reminder, and I think I put this in the Chanticleer last week, but I'm going to continue to reiterate this. Your declining balance plans, if you live in independent living, will not roll over after December 31st, except we have allowed that for this year, we will allow $300 per person individually and $600 per couple to roll over if you have that much. So normally it's a use it or lose it at the end of the year. This year we have agreed to allow $300 per person or $600 per couple to roll over into 2023. Other than that, you will lose any available declining balance. So this is a great time. You've got roughly 3.5 months to invite friends, bring your family in, you know, maybe say, you know what, lunch is served and dinner is served. Hit the pub. Lots of different ways that you can make your life easier by relying on us for your meal service, and also, you know, making sure you work down that decline. So again, you will be able to roll over $300 individually, $600 per couple going into 2023. The next thing is another exciting announcement. This was established with a combination of the Sustainability Committee yesterday, the steering committee, and then in my discussions with Amy from Dining and Christy, our Director of Finance. Effective October 1st, we are going to be providing you with a credit on your meal if you bring your own Tupperware or to-go container from your meal. So this is not for delivery or pickup, but this is for table-side takeaway. So whatever leftovers that you currently have, if you bring your own container to take your leftovers away from the table, rather than using one of our disposable takeaway containers for your leftovers, you'll be entitled to a 25-cent credit each time you do that. So it's a win for the environment, because we're not, you know, creating more waste into the waste stream, but it's also a little win for your, I guess your declining balance, because you'll actually get a little financial incentive to do that. So we are going to really be encouraging. You may see that container train go up again. You all remember that, but really everybody's got lots of, you know, Tupperwares or little Rubbermaids or whatever it is, to be able to bring your leftovers home. So we're going to really start encouraging that. It's really the right thing to do for the environment. We're creating an enormous amount of waste unnecessarily to send home, you know, a few bites of a sandwich or whatever the case may be. So we're really going to try on this, and you're going to see other really reduction and sustainability efforts. But this is a case where we're going to put our money where our mouth is when it comes to those leftover containers. Let's see, one more thing related to the calendar. And this again comes from Suscom. So this is really awesome, actually. On September 24th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., there will be an event held at the Testimonial Gateway at Mohonk Preserve. So many of you are familiar with that. If you have not been to the Testimonial Gateway or to the Mohonk Preserve, this is a fantastic day to go do that. But it's called Climate Action Local Solutions. And this is a day designed for folks to really come and do a number of activities, meet with local organizations and staff about efforts for climate action, sustainability. There are guided nature walks. There are crafts, actually voter registration, which great. We should do that everywhere, right? Updates on climate legislation, clean energy option, action tables. There's going to be a clothing swap table, so you can bring an item or take an item, or maybe just bring some items. and different ways of really focusing on how you can live a more sustainable lifestyle. But just the setting alone, being at the Mohonk Preserve and at the Testimonial Gateway, is just always a beautiful time, especially in the fall. So we are actually sending a bus. Our bus will be going there from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday the 24th. And otherwise, it's open from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. This is a free event. There's no admission charge. And there's no charge for any of the activities there for during the day. So you might want to mark your calendar for that one as well. After today, I'm heading out to West Virginia, as many of you know, to speak at a national conference at the Greenbrier. I will be there tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. So I will be available on email, certainly, as always, and certainly reachable by phone as needed. But my team will be here. You guys are in good hands. I know I don't talk to you. I will see you next Monday. Thank you.